what is the occasion today? We understand that we unfortunately the best possible day is the day where you open the season for tourism in Belgrade.
We are very happy to have you here today because tourism organization of the city of Belgrade traditionally organized the official opening of a tourist season exactly in this place in Deschiderea, which is located in the center of our capital city, and it is one of the most popular and one of the most visited locations in Belgrade. It's a city with a history, with a story, with a bohemian character, and that is why we're choosing this place for organizing such event. Visitors had the opportunity to enjoy the cultural program that just finished. So lots of artists, singers, actors performed for visitors here to announce the beginning of a tourist season in Deschiderea Street and in the city of Belgrade.
Please send a message to the Romanian tourists that would like to come to visit your place.
We would love to have a higher number of Romanian tourists. We will put an extra effort to invite Romanian travelers to visit our city. For those who are already visited, to come visit again, because Belgrade is a city which develops and changes fast. There is a lot of things that we offer, a lot of things that Romanian tourists can experience in our city. So lots of history, culture, beautiful gastronomy, food is something that we are really proud of, but moreover, and most of everything, the hospitality of our people who will greet you upon your arrival. Jelena Stancović, PR of Tourism Organization.
I'm trying to understand the dimension of tourism here in Belgrade, in Serbia in general. May I have some figures about tourism before the pandemic? Because of course during the pandemic, I suppose how many tourists came to Belgrade and to Serbia in 2019?
In 2019, we are counting overnights because that's where the revenue is. So actually, we in 2019 we had 3,200,000 overnights.
Overnights in Belgrade.
Yeah, overnights in Belgrade in 2019, and in January, February, and March this year we have 540,000 overnights.
So you've
just
seen
for January, February, and March. So we are getting back on track.
Oh, okay. So your estimation is like this year will be the same
more or
as
less like 2019,
okay.
maybe even better.
Okay.
Because in first January, February, and March are very slow months in every city in Europe.
Yes, yeah, of course.
But nevertheless, we also had COVID in January. It was very strong like that. But nevertheless, we had very good number of overnights in the first 3 months. I suppose they are very close to 2019, maybe even better. So if it's going to continue this way, it's going to be best year ever. Which will be very interesting even for me.
Yeah. And in Serbia?
Yeah, in Serbia even more because Serbs like to travel abroad. And we were all traveling abroad before COVID.
Okay.
But all of a sudden during COVID years, 2020, 2021, we realized that we have a beautiful country and it's worth visiting.
Yeah.
So, international tourism went down. In 2021, Belgrade had 72% of what we had in 2019. But on the other side, you have like a bunch of people going throughout Serbia. So domestic tourism rose nearly 100% up. So somehow we got even with the number of overnights throughout Serbia. Only Belgrade was on the receiving end, so to speak, because in Belgrade we have 80% of foreign tourists and 15% of domestic tourists. So it was very hard for us for 2 years, but now we are back on track.
Yeah. In terms of economy, this sector is supposed in percentage like.
Well, services and hospitality as a whole suffered, but not to the extent that people were closing up business. So more or less we have the same number of hotels in Belgrade, private accommodation, and restaurants didn't close up. Because there was always enough people from Belgrade, from Serbia, and from foreign countries just to keep them going. And now they're doing good job. I mean, they're full. You can see that.
Yeah. In Romania, like a comparison, tourism in 2019 reached about 4% of the total economy of Romania. How is in Serbia? How was in Serbia?
More or less it's the same, but again, Belgrade, because we have foreign guests, Belgrade got far more than the rest of Serbia. Except, for instance, Kopaonik, Zlatibor, those mountains in western Serbia, of course, because there are ski centers and they have a bunch of foreign people going there during the winter. But again, Belgrade got the most of it because in foreign currency, in total numbers, Belgrade is close to 65% of everything that's earned in foreign currency in this country, in tourism. So Belgrade is getting the best of it when we talk about the foreign currency and the revenue we got from foreign tourists. But Serbia is also, you can feel it, partly because of people from Serbia going elsewhere in Serbia, and partly because now when people from Serbia go out to Serbia, now all of a sudden foreigners are interested to explore.
Novi Sad is this year capital cultural of Europe, and Timișoara will be next year. Do you see a collaboration between the Serbian part and Romanian part involved in this project?
They're collaborating all the time, not just for the matter of cultural capital of Europe, but even in those cross-border projects they share. I mean Vojvodina for that matter and Romania, part of Serbia, and Romania. So I think they're doing an excellent job, and I think it's going to flow from Novi Sad to Timișoara, and that's what's good.
Okay.
More people, for instance, I think will visit next year Timișoara, like they're visiting, I suppose, from Romania to Novi Sad, because it's very close.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Vršac and just over the border it's Timișoara.
It's supposed to be in 2021, but it was cancelled because in the same year, and they did some projects together, as I know. So
It's going to be good.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.